Hi folks, it's Evil here from Thundermist Lure Company, and welcome to today's episode of Thundermist Fishing Tips. I'm out here on the Niagara River. Kind of a gloomy day today, but I'm hoping that the bite is going to be on. I'm going to run the flexi jig today, folks. I got the chartreuse head hooked on, and I'm going to run a skoolie minnow. If you've never seen these before, this is the blue color. And as you can see, I just want to point this out, there's an indented tail here. You see how the body is indented? So you get the action from the paddle tail, but you get an extra action from that indentation, which is really, really nice. And I also brought a second rod with me. This one's got the smoky silver skoolie bait rigged up, a little bit of a different color, but sticking with the chartreuse head. But I'm going to switch up between those two colors. And then of course, I brought other colors with me as well. And I'm going to try different things and see what today brings. Now, I'm opening up with the chartreuse flexi jig. I've got a 3/4 ounce head on there because it is a river system and there is current. So I want to make sure that I get to the bottom. Very, very important, folks. You got to hit that bottom where those walleye are holding. So I've got the 3/4 ounce head on, and typically dark days, dark colors. So I might take the chartreuse head off and switch to a black flexi jig. Now, the reason I'm opening up with chartreuse is because it's a really good color on this body of water. So I'm going to open up with it, but having said that, I might switch over. I'm going to play it by ear. But basically, folks, the technique, letting that jig hit the bottom, bounce it back up. And two things you need to do. Watch your line all the time. You got a slight bow in the line. You want it to fall on a semi-slack line. And if you see your line, sometimes the hit is so subtle, you just see your line just twitch a little bit on the way down. That's a bite. Set the hook. Don't give that walleye or bass or trout a chance to spit the hook. You want to set the hook right away. It's not like fishing with bait where you can wait a little bit. Artificial bait, you get a hit, you set the hook. So you could also, especially if you're working these from shore, you could swim these baits because that paddle tail, it is a swim bait after all. But today, folks, I'm concentrating on bouncing these jigs off the bottom, looking to trigger a hit. So stay tuned, folks. Hopefully I'm in for a great day. Okay, well, switching up between the two lures, folks, and the smoky silver has struck. In fact, on my other rod, I switched to a black flexi jig. I figured, why have a black flexi jig and a chartreuse? Might as well mix the two up, right? Oh, and you know what, folks? We got ourselves a nice walleye. Oh yeah, that is a nice walleye right there, folks. Yes, indeed. Smoky silver skoolie, folks, has struck. Yes. I love it. Take a look at that, folks. Just in the side of the mouth here. Nice little hook set. Hey? Easy, buddy. There's a nice walleye right there, folks. Nice Niagara River walleye right there. Beautiful. You know what that's going to be? That's dinner. That's a real nice eater right there, folks. I'm going to grab a quick photo, and then he's going right in the box. Yeah, folks, I'll tell you what, that just made my day right there. Okay. In the box he goes. That is going to be dinner. Oh, yes. He just hit it just on the fall, folks. He just hit it. Very, very nice. And as soon as I felt that tunk, time to set the hook. But you know what, folks? I am a little bit wet and a little bit cold. And that guy just made my day. So I think what I'm going to do, folks, is give it another 5 minutes and then call it a day. But my day's been made. I've got a nice dinner ahead of me. Go home and have myself a nice hot shower. But you know what, folks? Jigging for walleye, you gotta love it. If you get an opportunity, get out there and get a line wet. And if it's cold, be sure to dress warm. Wherever you're tuning in from, folks, I want to thank you for spending time with me on today's episode of Thundermist Fishing Tips. And as always, folks, until next time, good luck good fishing. Nice little hit.